Hello. Today I'm going to review for you a fragrance from the Emirati house Lattafa. It is called Qaa'ed. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going off of another YouTube reviewer's pronunciation, so I think he knows what he's talking about more than I do when it comes to pronunciation. Qaa'ed by Lattafa. It is categorized as a spicy leather fragrance, and I think that that is extremely accurate. First, I'll show you the bottle. It's glass. It's a very heavy bottle. It has a very substantial weight to it. Anyways, it's glass, and then it has this gold metal plating on the outside. The logo is on the top of the bottle and engraved on the front, and just a regular atomizer on the inside. I find Qaa'ed to be predominantly a cardamom and leather fragrance. You really smell the cardamom strongly in this perfume. That nutty, creamy, sweet aroma from cardamom combined with vanilla, it gives this perfume a sweet component that you can't not notice. So that softens this perfume, because when you have leather can come across a little bit intense, sometimes grating, especially if the leather that's being used is the type that's like a petrol leather. Think like black leather jacket, heavy black leather jacket distilled into like a black liquid. Imagine what that would smell like, kind of like a rubbery petrol style of leather. This is not that. This has a very soft and smooth, creamy leather. I would actually say it might more accurately be described as suede, because in my opinion, suede is just more buttery and soft and easy to take in. You still get leather, but it is just smoother, more refined. So that's how it comes across. It comes across with the spice from cardamom backed by vanilla, and then the bones of this fragrance is that smooth, creamy leather. I have a blotting paper with the dry down as a reminder, and it definitely does transform into a dominant leather fragrance. The cardamom is still there, but it dies off a bit for the leather to come to the forefront and take control. This fragrance also, and it might be because of the oud in this perfume, it has this texture to it that is, the best way I can describe it is like a hot, fuzzy, velvety texture. You feel that like in your nose. It's this fuzzy, warm, velvety kind of feeling. You usually experience it in very expensive fragrances. It's just a sensation. That's the best way I can describe it, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about. This perfume has that, and I think it's from the oud, to be honest, because oud can convey that sensation. It's like a little bit bitter and dry and woody, but at the same time, like warm, fuzzy. So I really enjoy that in this fragrance, and it becomes more discernible when this perfume does dry down. You get that oud and the leather together, with the spices having become softer and quieter. Otherwise, this fragrance has very good performance. It lasts over 6 hours, and It has good projection and sillage. It leaves a nice trail. I would also say, if you want to compare this fragrance to other fragrances you might know, just because this house isn't that well known as far as I'm concerned, at least outside of the Middle East, I might say that this fragrance is in the same realm as Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille or Tom Ford's Oud Wood. If you like those fragrances, this is one that you might also enjoy. I'll also compare it to Memo Paris's African Leather. That also features the cardamom note with leather, although in a weird way, that fragrance is known to focus more so on the cardamom note and the spices rather than the leather, so it's a little confusing. So if you like that fragrance, African Leather, but you wished that the leather component was more strong, you might find that you love Qaa'ed because it seems to accomplish that, in my opinion. Another fragrance, and let me just look it up real quick because I can't remember the name exactly. Oh, okay, I remember. It is L'air du Désert Marocain from Tower Perfumes. I think I'm mispronouncing that as well, but L'air du Désert du Marocain, that is also a spicy fragrance, and it reminds me a lot of this one. That also features cardamom in that note profile for that fragrance. So it's similar to this, but I prefer this one, to be honest. I think this is easier to take in, creamier and smoother. So if you do enjoy that one, you would enjoy this too, I would think. That is all I can think about right now concerning this fragrance. It's really nice. I don't find it to be offensive at all. I could see this being worn in a formal setting, maybe more than casual, but you could totally wear this in a day-to-day sort of situation. It's really nice, and I think you'll enjoy it if you do like spicy fragrances or leather fragrances. Anyhow, thank you so much for listening. I hope this review was helpful for you, and have a great day. Bye.